Conceive, believe, achieve. Shut the f*** up.
This is Believe You Me on the Gas Digital Network.
Main event, John Jones, Anthony Smith. Anthony Smith said, he said he wouldn't let John Jones get into his head. He said he wouldn't let John Jones get to him. He said that he was going to push the pace. He was going to be aggressive. You know, and Anthony Smith is kind of down on himself right now. He feels like he never showed up in the fight. I don't think it's that a case of him not showing up in the fight. You know, John Jones is just that bloody good. He is, and you've got to give him credit, you know. Smith went the distance. He went 5 rounds. First couple of rounds were kind of competitive. And then, Jones started overtaking the fight. I mean, he won every round anyway. But round 1 was kind of close. Smith landed a couple of shots. But it was one-way traffic throughout. And rounds 4 and 5, Smith was lucky to make it out of there alive. He had a tough time getting anything off, and he was saying, I allowed John Jones to be comfortable in there. It's all well and good saying, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be the aggressor. I'm going to do all this type of stuff. But when you've got a guy in front of you that's John Jones, that's that big, that has an 84-inch reach, that has decimated all competition that he's fought in the past, that is supremely confident, a highly skilled mixed martial artist, huge, big athlete, and very confident, it's very fucking hard to deal with, And John Jones did control everything. He used those weird fucking kicks, the side kicks to the thighs, the teep kicks to the knee, all that type of stuff. Threw Smith off his game, and he struggled to crack the code. Simple as that. It's not a negative on Anthony Smith saying that you got beat off John Jones. Well, welcome to the club. Every person gets beat by John Jones right now. There's no shame in that. And Jones, whilst it wasn't the most mind-blowing performance, it was still an obvious victory. It was still a dominant performance over a very, very tough Anthony Smith. So Jones should be happy.
Yeah, I mean, look, it was exactly sort of what people thought. I mean, I thought Jones was going to finish the fight, actually. But, Anthony Smith is just very tough. There's not really much to be said about the fight. I guess there was a couple of legal blows from John Jones that were the big story of the fight that came out of it was, the illegal knee, I guess.
I knew there was a talking point, and this is good. I got a good discussion to put.
Something there.
I was like, yes, there it is. There's something I wanted to talk about with this fight, and I'm going to throw Chael Sonnen under a bus here.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Okay. Jones knees Smith in the head, a downed opponent. I think it was round 3 or round 4. Knees him in the head, clear foul. Referee calls time. They bring in the doctors. Anthony Smith says that he's fine and can continue the fight. Now, if he'd laid it on a little bit thick, and used some of those acting skills that I have and said, where am I? What's going on? What day is it? Who are you? Who are you? I thought I was at home. I don't know. If he just alluded to the fact that he was out of it from that knee, the referee would have stopped the fight. And it would have been a disqualification. And Anthony Smith would have won the fight through disqualification. And we were sitting up there, and Ariel was like, oh my God, what is he doing? He is throwing it away. All he's going to do is stay down and say that he can't continue, and he will win this fight. Mike, you do the same thing, wouldn't you? And he said, Chael, you do the same thing. And Chael, on TV, he said no. But when it was the 3 of us having a discussion, he said yes. I don't know if he was serious or joking,
right.
But he was like, yeah. And then I went, whoa. No. I said, you wouldn't do that. And Ariel was like, well, why? Why wouldn't you? I'm like, because you work your ass off. You train your ass off because you want to win the fight. You want to be world champion. You don't want to win it by default, by faking an injury. So when you go home and you've got that belt and you look in the mirror, you're like, did I really win that fight? Can I really call myself the world champion? Because he was kicking my ass for 4 rounds, and in round 4 he accidentally kneed me in the head, and I laid it on thick. It was on purpose, but it was an accident, I guess, or it was a foul. It was a foul because you got to look at yourself in the mirror. But Ariel's point was, which is a very business-like perspective. Well, if he'd have done that, He would have got $1 million. He would have got pay-per-view and the rematch. The rematch would have been bigger and all the rest of it. I said, you're right. And in the cold light of day, when you put it like that, it sounds kind of stupid. But fighters are very proud men, and we fight to win, and we don't want to win by default. Where do you stand, Lewis? Being an undefeated MMA fighter yourself, what do you make of all that?
I'm not just an MMA fighter. I'm a comedian, actor, writer. I got a lot of layers to me, Michael Bisping. Don't just put me into one corner. But yes, undefeated MMA fighter is one of my things. Yes. I mean,
one
look,
of many.
If I am, I'm not.
Shut up.
Forget being the fighter. Let's say I am Anthony Smith's manager. Okay, and you get a moment to be in his ear. If
you're the manager, you're saying, stay down, stay down.
I'm in his ear. I'm telling him, listen to me. And this is going to sound very harsh because I like Anthony Smith. Or fuck it, if I'm his subconscious, I'm saying, listen, we're never beating John Jones. We just did 4 rounds. You see what he just did to us in there? You see what he just did to us in there? We're playing it's a card game now. We got to make the best play now.
Okay, hold on. So instead of that being a picture of, believe you me, Michael Bisping in the middle, it's a big picture of Anthony Smith.
Okay, you can probably pull that up. Pull up Anthony Smith.
Yeah, let's put him in the middle. And you're the devil on one shoulder.
And you're the angel
on the other.
The fighter. You have the fighter spirit. I have the...
Okay, I'm the fighter spirit, and you're the pussy spirit.
Grimy hustler Puerto Rican spirit.
You're the manager spirit.
So listen, Anthony.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
Listen to me. This guy's a cocky son of a bitch over here. It's all bravado. You've lost the past 4 rounds.
He's an idiot.
It's been it's not been good. Okay, do you want to replay what just happened for the past 4 rounds?
Don't do it, Smith. Don't do it. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's bold. I know you're bold as well, so don't worry about that. But he's on kratom. Your subconscious is on drugs right now. Okay, he smokes a lot of weed. He's not a good father to James. Okay, don't listen to this guy. He's got nothing to add to the situation. He's had one fight. One fight, that's all it is. And he wore a rash guard in the fight. He wore a rash guard because he didn't even want to show his belly off, okay? Because he was worried. So don't listen to them. This is a world title fight.
There's a lot of mat diseases out there. I don't know where the fuck I don't know who to clean these mats at Ellis Mania. Let's get real. Regardless, Anthony, we're getting off track right now. Your fighter subconscious, he's all cocky, okay? You're going to go back out there right now. I promise you right now, you're about to lose this next round. Take the W, take the title, get the exposure, lose the rematch. It's fine. But at the very least, we have the money, we have the rematch, and then maybe, you know what? We change some things up in the rematch because it's not going to happen unless you stay down.
Maybe you win the fight through disqualification. Maybe you get millions of dollars. Maybe you become world champion. Maybe in the next fight, you get a cut of the pay-per-view. Okay?
So he agrees.
I'm kind of talking myself into this now. I don't know what's wrong with this situation. There's something wrong. I mean, millions of dollars, world champion. Everything you've ever dreamed of is right there for the taking. If you just stay the fuck down. But
stay down.
You know why?
No.
Because we ain't a fucking little bitch and we're here to fight. And that's why. And you can still do this, Anthony. You've got 2 rounds left. It's round 3. You got round 4 and 5. You can knock this motherfucker out. You know you can. We've had 31 wins.
Your head is so beat up right now that you think it's round 3. It's round 4 right now, Anthony. It's round 4. Get out of your head right now.
Well, math was never my strong point. That's why I'm a fighter, okay? But you still got round 5. You can still do it. It only takes 1 punch. Oh, fuck it. Take the money. Who am I kidding?
Smash cut a year later. Hey, welcome to the Anthony Smith podcast, Lionheart Radio here on the Gas Digital Network.